But I like having an opinion and being wrong. You know, that's what life is about, making mistakes sometimes and being wrong and just being a real person.
A lot of people don't appreciate their moment until it's past.
Whatever look it is, you have to play off of what your look is to the fullest. So if you look like a nerd, you have to be like, okay, I'm a nerd and I'm the most powerful nerd ever, and stuff like that. I'm super nerd. If you're a gangster, you go, I'm super gangster. If you bigger, you say black and ugly as ever, or however, you know.
My greatness doesn't just come from the success of a record. It comes from just how I feel inside. I felt like I was the greatest in 8th grade, and I was far from having a record out. We were taught to believe in ourselves, to believe that we could do anything. And you just wake up in the morning, you just feel good about life. But I always tried to push the limits, and you have a song like Diamonds, and it might not do as well as a previous song. But as long as you're pushing the limits, sometimes you'll be 2 years ahead of your time. I'm stuck being real. I think I serve a lot of purposes, to push forward change, to make people think outside the box. I remember the first rap battle I ever lost, and I had this, hey Chris, you want to see me? You running like a squirrel up a tree. So I'm like, yeah, I'm like a little kid and stuff, and I had this whole thing planned because I was supposed to be the rapper, and this one dude was feeling like he could beat me in school, and he had his rap. This whole thing, he said, man, you know what, you gotta go first, you gotta go first. So I spit this whole long rap, and he's like, oh, okay, cool. And he said, yo, his response to my rap was, yo, what's up? My name is Chris. Let me tell you one thing, you smell like piss. Right? And everybody's like, ah! Everybody started running off, so I lost my first rap battle. Part of the reason why my raps are so simple now. Just way more simplicity, just get to the point.
Has it always been your objectives to change the state of the game?
Yeah, just to do something that was interesting for me. I just get bored of hearing the same things, and I don't like to be a follower and stuff. So, and when you said, was it easier, that's interesting. Nobody looked at it from that perspective, but that's how I always felt. I always felt like I was a coach, always screaming at boxers like, go left, champ, go left, just do that. Hit him with this one, hit him with that one. And people wouldn't listen to me because I would be in the studios like, add strings, talk about shit people really go through. Try that, you know.
Did you seriously say that to people you're producing?
Yeah.
You try to tell them to change their lyrics?
Yeah, all the time. Like, why don't you talk about this? And the stuff would just seem so, like, you know, mundane. Like, why don't you talk about working at a job you really don't like? So imagine being in a studio with a gangster rapper and be like, why don't you talk about working at a job you don't like? Fuck that, I want to talk about guns. You know? I was like, okay, well, you know, I'll try it when I come out.
And, you know, people can write all they want, but what are people doing? And if there's anybody that's out there doing, they know how hard it is to actually do. And I'm like a motivation of the doers. If everything I did failed, which it doesn't, it actually succeeds. But if everything I did failed, just the fact that I'm willing to fail is an inspiration. People are so scared to lose that they don't even try. Like, one thing that people can't say is they can't say, I'm not trying. And I'm not trying my hardest, and I'm not trying to do it the best way that I know how with what little information I get. And I have so many companies that like dedicate a certain amount to the arts or this or that or creativity and this, blah, blah, so many companies. But somehow it's like they see, okay, you're a celebrity, so you can't be this, blah, blah, and they have no history. I went to college on an art scholarship. I was like the #1, you know, so music has been like a Trojan horse for me to really create art again. Like, what do you think I spend the most time on when I'm creating a tour? The visuals. That's what I spend the most time on. I am more of a visual artist and more of a product person. I am a producer. I am a production of me. You know, I thought, you know, it's not like I was the best rapper in the world or something, you know. I sat around and thought about it and then became Kanye West. I like just doing these train of thoughts anyway, though. It's like, it's kind of fun because when this goes online or whatever it is, it really matters and it like really doesn't matter. What matters is, you know, the people who are sparked by it and the people who are like offended by it. It doesn't fucking matter. Fuck you, you know, like, because it's about motivating the doers. And anyone that wants to sit around and talk shit, they're doing too much time. They're taking too much time talking shit about it instead of getting up off their ass and following their dreams. Because I'm here to follow my dreams, you know, and help other people follow their dreams and inspire people who are dreamers.
They'll bash me because I'll do comparisons of myself to Maya Angelou or to Karl Lagerfeld or something. But any creative can compare themselves. Like there's 5-year-olds that you can compare to me. If they're completely creative and completely one with the energy in their dreams. And I think like Alexander McQueen, Marc Jacobs, Lagerfeld, certain Warhol, Kondo. The fact people ask me about that cover with the Phoenix, I'm like, if I was 5 years old and somebody had that drawing, I would be jealous of it. Like, man, how'd you come up with that? The girl with no arms, with the wings. Like, man, that's awesome. Look at those colors. Because it's society has kind of like broken us down to not really feel what we feel anymore. And so many people base their stuff off of trends or what's happening on radio, what they heard before. And there's only a few characters. Not that so much that we're geniuses, but we're dreamers. And we're just bringing our dreams to life constantly.